Hi, good night, and welcome to Bench Talk. My name is Jason Clark, and tonight I'm joined by my fellow co-host. Clint, you're going to refer to as a co-host now. Uh, yeah.
There you go. You sick one.
Oh gosh.
You sick one.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I can make no sir.
Hey man, good night. Oh, sorry man. Sorry. Sorry. Man.
Matters, Nero. Matters.
Sorry
You
man.
know, man, what with you, yeah?
Sorry.
Good gosh. As I was saying, I'm joined by my fellow co-host, Mr. Akim Nero, Mr. David Reed. Good night, guys. How is everyone doing?
Bless.
Feeling pretty good, man.
Good.
Pretty
I'm good.
Glad to hear that, man. Fellas, to be honest, that series there, I mean, ain't really much time is that I just really sit down and miss home, boy. But that series there, that just concluded there, I was telling myself, I really wish I was in the Oval there.
Yeah.
That is true. Some exciting cricket, all the way around, boy. I really miss on that is true.
Yeah.
That closest thing get to work up, boy.
I mean,
Well.
even last week here when Clint talked about it, and then the last two matches there that we had there over the weekend, boy, that just put the icing on the cake there.
And that was what I wanted to actually, I guess, from a neutral perspective, going into
Yes.
game 5 with the series square, everything to play for, you're still unsure, if you can win. Yeah, it was good. It was better than good actually.
Yeah.
We had a look. We had you in mind, Jess. We had you in mind. That's the truth. We had you in mind.
Well, that's all I go. Well, that's all I go. That's all I go. I appreciate that there, man. Like, and then even how it ended with Jason taking the 4 wickets there.
Perfect.
You really could not have written a better ending. That's the truth.
It was a movie. It was a movie, as young people used to say.
Yeah, you really could have written a better ending, man. But let me get into things, guys. Before we touch that fifth ODI, sorry, it's 50-20. We're gonna start on the fourth one with the West Indies actually lost that fourth one. Really, I guess start here with you. But yeah, we're gonna start on the fourth, then we're going to the fifth, then we're gonna touch on the series in general, and then couple talking points. So I want to get to Carl actually getting the chance to open the baton, and some other talking points that we're gonna touch on. So, ready?
Yes, sir.
Starting here with you, buddy. 40-20. I remember last week you were saying
If he lost
if
Sahana,
we
speak to
lose
the
that
England.
40-20, the series gone to England. So I want to hear how you felt after that 40-20. What were your thoughts going in there? And yeah, just let me hear how things how you were feeling after that T20.
After that 40-20,
Mm-hmm.
they wanted to go back to the ticket move and ask for a refund for the shot. But it was shot. So I really about. Cause as I said, as I said last week, if you lose Saturday, I find it hard to believe you can lose Sunday. So in my mind, like I said, if the series locked to all, if England won Saturday, I find it hard to believe you can win the series 3-2.
Right.
So if you take it to open, because I had tickets both days, I would have gone back and asked my $400 to sign again. I watched it on TV. But every disappointment was a blessing. It was a good thing that the boo was shot and they ended back at the end of Sunday. But in all seriousness, I was very, very, very disappointed in how that game played out. In the I think sometimes don't get me wrong. Very often, I was sometimes West Indies play a bunch of ignorance. But sometimes I think we lose games too in or not planning, but the thinking, the strategy. Because in all honesty, oh, we could go. I rather send my hitters, the guys that supposed to be 6 hitters, and they're out then. Not knocking Darren Bravo, but Darren Bravo.
You're going
man for
lucky.
that. He did.
You're going lucky. Don't continue.
Call a spade a spade. Call a spade.
I was trying to be nice, but they're really, we all know Darren Bravo in the good. But he was not the man for that situation there.
Mm-hmm.
If Shepherd and Smith and those guys, even Hussein to a lesser extent, well, I can't say to a lesser extent based on what he did early in the series. So if Hussein and Shepherd and Smith had come in and tried hitting and got him out, fine. But sending Darren Bravo there, any Darren Bravo league playing blowing cricket man just swinging I hit a bare ear.
Yeah.
So what this man doing?
It was embarrassing to watch.
It was embarrassing. So I don't know what was the thinking behind it, but it wasn't smart. It wasn't a smart decision.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what really pissed me off Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
That really pissed me off Saturday night. I thought that they had England got too much runs altogether, but the thought process was mind-boggling. That is true. I don't know who told Darren Bravo, or this is you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I thought to, you know, I would never be a Kevin Pollard fan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can say here, no, if that was APL cricket, he was at blue, he would have brought it home.
Mm-hmm.
I beat the chest behind it. But he could never, ever bring it home for me in depth situations.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I don't find Pollard to be someone that can back, to be honest. And obviously at IPL, you're getting one or two quality bowlers, and then you can get a couple near bowlers. But when you play at international level, I mean, and these are research, these are sports science, something that they have now and stuff like that. But you get to international level, I mean, I really don't see Pollard. I mean, that's being real. I don't see Pollard really, winning games for anyone. That is true. I just don't see it. But you could go ahead, really.
I see Mr. Evelyn here scattering my name, saying that I don't the over and Blake the man. I was like the over son too, brother. I was like the over son too. I know. So explain your logic.
You were at the over son too. After Sunday's game, I also saw you on social media calling for the over to be renamed the Jason Hall.
The Jason Hall cricket ground.
The Jason Hall cricket ground, man.
Yeah.
Shocking to me, man.
But that's what I'm trying to do, Jess. I was always a Jason Hall of mine. I'm you're real.
Mm-hmm.
I was always a Jason Hall of mine. But by the side of this game, I think that, as I said, I would have felt better losing if the hitters had come and try a thing, I get caught by boundary. Mm-hmm. Rather than sending Bravo, who is supposed to be, I got to use their quotes in front of comments, supposed to be a more classical player.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be, not it's supposed to be. But yeah, that's just my thought process on Sahara. I was a bit surprised too that what's his name, Alan was left out. But that was shocking for me. That was surprised to see Alan got left out, but you brought him back Sunday, and he held his aim.
Yeah, played a big part in that. You know what I mean?
Correct, for sure.
Part.
Yeah. Let me start properly. First off, congrats to the West Indies. But I'm a man of the process. I believe more in the process than the end result. Some people just get carried away in the end result. I believe in the process. But we start from the top. West Indies ball first. Roy played a decent hand, and Moeen Ali played a fantastic innings. That was The aerial when Ali was hitting this ball.
More Ali flew that innings.
Nah, really, man.
No. Oh no! I said that they were all
That's disrespect. That's disrespectful. That you're being disrespectful. Somebody shot him out of playing, Jess. I mean, he's being disrespectful.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Shot him out of playing, like, you might hit his ball with fine leg, you know. Like, fuck! And I was just mentioning Clint, like, normally if a master like sweeping the ball would go over square leg in front, just a little behind. Just this ball was going, like, fine leg, though. I was like, how he's getting his ball back?
Over too.
And then that's like, and then it was so it might have been 4 or 5 times, you know. Then he might hit the ball over. Then the game was in the balance, and then he over. He took just a part of that over for about 4 6s, and that propelled them to the 190 odd. And then Kyle coming into the team. He I did tailor-made for him.
yeah, boy,
From time he was opening for Carson 80-20. You know the capabilities, and it's good to see what he's doing on the big stage so far.
Yeah,
But I just a quick like Pollard and these guys that hit the ball far and stuff, but somebody hitting from Kyle and Robert Powell, like how flat and how hard the man is hitting the ball, like I ain't see it in a while. Like it's like a good hitting, like clean, striking. Robert got some new shot there, but square leg there, something low there. Ball just going flat out the middle and hit it over cover two. Like
I see
it's a
Robert
hitting.
play some
It's a
shots
hitting.
off
It's a hitting.
Sunday, boss. Off
Sunday,
the
for sure.
I cannot. The ball player what the right door was not to know what he might get on the right front and hit it for 6.
Yeah,
Then he rehearsed it. And then he rehearsed it as well. Then he rehearsed it.
Correct.
So,
But we can get to that.
Yeah. We lost the way in middle order. And just some Pollard tried to do a thing. And then there's where the game, some decisions were made that it was like, if you're going out, go the right way. Like, okay, cool. Bravo coming, which I thought Shepard would have come in. Okay, he coming. Fair enough. Good, it done do. The damage already done. It's either his batsmanship, because they got different ways to look at it. You can look at it as, or you send the batsman, not looking to waste any balls. You understand? Because sometimes you can send a swiper and he wastes balls by swinging and missing, etc. So you send a batsman. I hope it well cool. Bravo ain't gonna waste the balls. You can actually like get one, get power up on straight, whatever. He was swinging and missing. And then Pollard was turning those singles. After you tell Bravo to come up here, it's like, what we're really going on here?
Yeah.
And it's funny, it's like, it's like, all right, I could do whatever I want in this cricket, and I got access to nobody. And it's just be like, if other people do this, like, if Kohli or one of these men do this, these biggest cricket in the world, they gonna answer though. The media of the world, these gonna be done on these people, and it's like, I could do anything, and tomorrow's another game, and it's ridiculous. Just it's like, you can't. I understand Bravo is your main man or whatever, but there's no reason. Furthermore, Bravo should say, Phil or whoever, Pollard about it. Well, Phil, I think Shepard or Hussein, because these guys just met 100 or say partnership or 97 partnership or for how much ever balls. Have another goal. You understand? Exactly. Have another goal. Like, you already wasn't batting. You ain't had a bat. They're saying you have to bat. So that was a bit baffling. That if he was going to lose the game, lose it the correct way. If Shepard go out there and get one ball, cool. I can live with that. Then you ain't got no choice but to Bravo to come in and do whatever. But that was a sour ending to the game for me. That was a very sour ending to the game for me. It left the series poised at 2-2 at that stage.
I'm missing Nero.
Yeah.
I'm missing Nero starting quarreling about Ali's 50. He might respond me class player.
Ali's underrated. Ali got hundreds opening for England at 10 boss.
That's all that they
Ali's a class player.
Was on the blue moon.
He's not a consistent player, no. But Ali's a good player.
Really Ali though? No, I'll just say you actually.
I don't rate
See, I
Ali
feel
like
like-
a
I
Chris
feel like-
Gayle, but as
kinda
a
like-
part
kinda
of
like-
But that's not
I
when you
feel-
message me. When you message me, but Ali, I would not tell you.
because no, that was par for this. But no, all right, there's a different like I rate thing, but he ain't doing any series, Liam Livingston. But the first 2-3 games, but the first 3 games, all Ali was doing was scooping the ball. So
But I
obviously
feel
when Ali
like-
come in the 4th game, I too like Ali can scoop the ball, and then Ali scoop all over the ground. So it's just like, so, but
I feel
Ali,
like Ali was kind of like I don't want to say it like careless, but I feel like Ali never had a steady run in that angle. I feel it was like all over the place. Like we
it
had,
was easy to move.
he was the player that was he had a staunch position in that England side. In that England side to me, Ali was opening.
Ali
Ali
started
was
opening,
6.
and he made hundreds. Then he said he go off break, so he's an off break ball like a bat lower
And then he-
and this and that.
Yeah, I think Ali was all right. But I think Ali is a decent player, man.
Mm.
But yeah, but
Just my take on that 4th game, right? First of all, I believe I mentioned it on the show, but I was very annoyed because we won on a particular pitch for 2 games running, right? I know that you played on the pitch on Wednesday, but today is Saturday now. Close out this series, and it is beyond the fact that we just won on that pitch. Is more to do with that other pitch that we lost on than anything. That like I was explaining last week, that other pitch is so far to the west, right? So it's a short end and it's with the wind. And England's bowlers and batters are better equipped to winning matches on that pitch. If we are playing on that pitch score at 10:30 tonight, we will lose again on that. I just believe that because, like I said, it's a little your plans gotta be a little bit more savvy and stuff like that. So I was a lot annoyed with that to start with. All right, cool. I think they made some good changes. The team selection was good. I wanted Cull to be in even before this 4th game. For the 2nd game, I was calling for Cull. Maybe not on the role that he was in, but he got opportunity in that role. So I was happy. I was happy with the team selection. Some people were a little bad for that. Dom Madrid got that. Fabian Allen got a drop for Dom Madrid, but I understood why Dom Madrid came in as well. He had a specific role, which was to come in and bowl what I believe was to bowl full and wide and force the batters to hit the ball, the right-handed batters to hit the ball towards the biggest side of the field, and the left-handers as well for them to do that. So I didn't have an issue with, and Domjess is a bowling all-rounder, same way Fabian Allen is one. So I didn't have an issue with that, to be honest. I thought we got his team selection right. But like as everybody said, first of all, I don't think we bowled well. Like I said, we not that great to bowl in them sort of conditions where you gotta be spot on the slower balls and wide Yorkers and stuff like that. So I think we struggled a little bit, and as really said, you guys ended up with too much runs there. From a batting perspective, no, started relatively well. I think Cull and that's what Brandon King. I think got off to a pretty decent start. We started well. Yeah. I believe. Yeah, I think we started fairly well. And then just lost it way there in the middle. Jason coming to bat there. I guess it worked out kind of worked. So Jason got a score in the 4th game, innit?
Yeah, the 30
that was the 5th one. So I
played a couple slugs off from Ali.
Yeah. So he ended up getting a score there, and I guess it quote unquote kind of worked. But the story of the night is Darren Bravo coming in there, and it's just like for the same reasons that the guys mentioned before. Why you just had Shepherd and Aki was saying that almost rescued a game there for you. Why would Darren Bravo? And this thing about Darren Bravo being a sitter is the biggest myth, right? Mm-hmm. Darren Bravo, I think that people have this image of Darren Bravo back in Caribbean T20 and maybe early days of CPL.
Playing against Tino and them boys.
That is so long ago. Yeah, that is so long. You gotta start that story once upon a time. That is so long ago that Bravo has not done anything that recently. So this thing about Bravo being a sitter is a myth. Shepherd has been in pretty decent form against Ireland with the bat, and he had a score or two scores, whatever, in the series. So it's like, why not? You telling me in one breath about sending informed men and picking informed men, but then you sending Bravo in a situation that's very, very baffling. And the required rate was about 17 or 17. That when Bravo came to bat, that's insane. Why? I just don't get it. And when they left it over that night, right, it felt that we've seen vaccines lose games before, and there's a level of disappointment. But I feel as though a lot of people left it over on Saturday night, and like 98% of people were. Go ahead.
Not to cut you off, but one of the decisions we forgot was Pollard running from Rashid and sending Jason.
Yeah.
I know, remember you said where it was up.
Yeah.
Pollard got to come.
No, yes.
So I don't remember. It was one. I was trying to remember. And the senior man. You understand? He said Jason mate and Pollard came after Jason Joe.
Yeah. So I didn't quite understand that, and like I said, the mood after we walking on the oval, it reminded me. I don't know how much y'all was there to watch when Charles Langford had a hat trick at the oval when we played South Africa. It wasn't as bad as that.
They can't be as bad as that, boy.
It would never be as bad as that. But it reminded me of that time that you just walking on and you could hear people's troops saying grumbling and whatnot. So yeah, so it was very, very, very baffling. Social media was in an uproar. Obviously Bravo got lit for it and stuff like that. I thought that was very poor game management. But I would assume that it was Phil Simmons that probably made that call or okayed it. And I thought that was very poor game management. So yeah, not our best game at all.
Yeah, poor game. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of agree with, not kind of, I definitely agree with everything that the guys would have reiterated there, like that the Bravo situation there. I remember I was messaging Nero as it was going on. I was just like, how, like, like you have a batsman there. You pick this player who has not scored runs for I don't even know how long, and then he's still in the team
buy into cricket, Jason.
He's a batsman, and then you're shielding him from actually doing what you're actually picking for. So it was really baffling.
Touring call anti-take down, man.
And all right, guys, I want to move on to the 50 to the West Indies. We batted first. Once again, Kyle got off to a pretty good start. Kyle really took that opportunity there, and really took the opportunity there, both hands. So we scored the runs in that innings.
The captain
Pollard got a score.
Yeah, Pollard got a score. Pollard got a score there coming on to the end.
Powell too. Rothman Powell.
Powell. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
Powell came.
Because two of them really rescued. Two of them really kind of rescued the
attention. I thought that Powell probably should have come up a little higher.
Poor decision.
That's one decision.
Another baffling decision.
I just made it to start.
Jason, another baffling decision. Once again, the man scored 100 a couple nights ago. They absolutely lit up the oval, right? Entertainment like we have not seen in a very long time.
Yeah.
And
how could he be coming to bat with 5 or 6 overs that Pollard run from batting the whole series?
Yeah.
Right? Send all kind of men, send Jason, send this body, send Shepherd, all kind of thing. That's another decision. Right? Let me start.
He could have bat. Shepherd could have bat the day before.
Shepherd could not bat.
But come at
24 hours ago, Shepherd could not bat in a situation where we needed about 17. But you then send him as a pinch hitter
at 3.
24 hours later.
And Robert Paul at 100.
So like it's like I don't understand. It's almost as though there are times, especially in T20 cricket, where a captain gotta be instinctive. Sometimes you just tell yourself, yeah, boy, I just in a mood for this here today, and you go with that. But there's too much of that going on. That you can't. That gotta be a one-off. That can't be the standard.
Yeah.
You can't tell me about you picking Darren Bravo and you picking this body because you fixated with this left-right combination, right? Carmers get off to a flyer, met 40 cent or 30 cent, whatever he made. And then Puran, who has been batting at 3 all series long, who bats pretty quickly, who is informed, a six hitter, all of them things, he not coming to bat when Carmers gets. So you then send Shepherd, who was not good enough to bat the night before.
And is a right-hander.
And is a right-hander. And what is going on? Like, what is really, it was so baffling. Then when, like I said, he ran from the, I don't want to say run from the but he promoted all kind of people. I don't want to say that. It's like politically correct. He promoted other people for the entire series, and because he probably wasn't informed, or he deemed other people to be in better form than he was. And then you come back before Rodman Powell.
Yeah.
But at the time when he came about, it was probably, I don't know, 9-10 overs or whatever. It was mid stage. And then so it was just like, this man, Rodman Powell just scored 100.
Yeah.
Like, why he batted before you when he scored 100 too. So like, why all of a sudden now you gotta come about? No, it's crazy. I mean, he probably I know would have scored there in the end, but some of the decisions, man, it was just baffling. It's almost like you just putting these things in a hat and you pulling out decisions. Whatever come out is a lucky day.
Yeah, it was really mind-boggling to me, to be honest, to see. As you guys said, some of the decisions that definitely in our 50-20. I mean, the good thing is we still came out on top of the game, but some of the experiments that I like to chalk it up as
shocking.
That went on in that 5th game was as Clint just said, very, very shocking.
Yeah, but he also did some good things with the bowling, because back to the Moeen Ali thing. Moeen Ali actually, I don't want to say beat the spin, but he scored freely off his spin the night before. And credit to him, because there's no blame in show. So credit to them, because we actually then bought players at Moeen Ali on Sunday, strictly. So Tim came back into the team, which was a great decision. Dean Smith came back into the team, and we bought predominantly players at Moeen Ali, and he did not look as comfortable. He actually got a drop, so he should have been out a lot.
He got that default shot, like down the turn, man, and behind. So,
But Dean Smith was bowling pretty quick down there. But at least it looked that way to me.
Yeah, it looked so
pretty sharp. Yeah, it looked pretty slowly there. So Moeen didn't look as comfortable. So I mean, it shows, at least they went away and did some homework, came back with a plan, and they thought that generally we bowl a lot better on Sunday, and the discipline was a lot higher and what's not. So I mean, well, all in all, it ended up being a pretty good bowling performance. Obviously, Jason ending the game with a beaver trip was phenomenal. Aki Hussain also bowled well, which he has been for a long time now. So yeah, generally, and not many blemishes in the field from what you can remember. Pretty flawless fielding performance, apart from Jason's drop there at a slip. So generally I thought that we fielded well, and credit to the West Indies, because I don't think a lot of people have West Indies to win 3-2 after we lost on Saturday. It was just this can probably just go downhill now. Like the typical West Indies, they get your hopes up and then they break your heart, kind of thing. So you gotta give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, definitely, I agree.
Let's continue there one time. First off, you gotta get credit for batting, for winning the toss and you letting in the bat. That was a shocker.
Yeah.
Especially in a pressurized game, I was a bit surprised. Now West Indies, I don't know. It was like he wanted to just get out the way, like, so it was like winning the toss, setting a total, and they just trying to apply the pressure to England. Cause again, get the boys off the flyer. Brandon King, I was a bit hard for Brandon King. Still don't think that he's a T20 player. I would more like to see him in ODI and maybe Test cricket. But there's something about Brandon King. I don't know the confidence. Something about Brandon King that he's really he looks good. He looks good. The way some of the shots he's playing, he's not really looking at to bash the ball. It's more execution
Short maker.
and yeah. So kudos to Brandon Katie. He had a very solid series. Puran in the middle. Puran was struggling a bit. Obviously, the Shepherd didn't come off, and then the skipper came in and did his stuff. It was just funny because like every ball Pollard was hitting, it was like, oh, these balls are gonna go corner. As Chris Carter get a ball full, it's like in a cover drive, in a down to third right is rocker, and it ball getting the go corner, and it was just smiling. But Pollard and Rothman Powell there put on a mini clinic at the end with some striking at the ball, especially Rothman Powell there, boy. Hitting the ball off of Christopher Jordan from that side into the wind.
Yeah.
Flat without trajectory. I think that was some amazing hitting. And then we posted total. We posted a respectable total. And then Hussein, who I thought was on the verge of being probably man of the series until Jason's last over. I think Hussein was probably man of the series. James Vince with a good. James Vince played some strokes there. Sans Billings like back in, but all in all, West Indies. Jason, this was what I was asking for Jason. I think right before the series, I asked that Jason gotta lead. No, he's always been talked about as the best all-rounder. Sometimes you gotta just take the team on your back and be the man. You understand? You will get performances from other persons once in a while, but and I guess this Jason home basically. So Jason can't do no wrong here. You understand? So it was a phenomenal. He started off the first game. He started off with the fourth or the first game. Maybe bought him out cheap.
Yeah, he
got
a
little bit,
Yeah.
and then he ended. He even went one better in the final game. You understand? So I won how much? 18 off the last over or so. 18, 19.
Yeah, 18.
18, 19, and what a better way to finish off that with the whole front boy. Missed the holder. And the over was, I don't know what to tell how the over was. Y'all.
Don't worry anymore.
We get piece of it. We get piece of it. That's how the chance that we know.
Still had a slight problem with the, I don't know, as a thinker. But I don't know if we get the next segment or not. But I was just a bit surprised at the use of Odin. In some parts, he used them and, just you come from not bowling over or bowling one over to bowling none to being dropped, and then you go to bowler. I don't know. It looked like he just you go on look. You go on. Give me what you gave me here. They can see who they can see. So that's what it looked like to me. Come in the ball player, come in the back end. If it come off, kumbaya. If it doesn't, I told him on the floor. But kudos to the West Indies. Good 3-2 victory. Still got a lot of work to do. Because at the end of the year, it's still ranked 10th in the. It's still ranked 10th in the. Leslie, that's true. Sheldon Cottrell had a good day actually. Sheldon Cottrell.
He had a good game. He had a crucial over there coming in the end, boy. I think he balled right after Odin.
Yes.
He did.
Friendly 3Ws and yes.
Yeah, he had a crucial over there.
So Cottrell was very solid.
Yes,
and the catching, even the catching at back end there was very good.
Under pressure.
And under pressure on the lights because all of me here trying to catch balls on the lights already.
Yeah.
So and against the wind and stuff like that, the guys made it look easy actually. Yeah. And even Walsh now coming on the field. He had to be. I think he got to be a very good professional. He had to get a look in for the series. I think come on and take the 2 catches there.
Yeah,
that says a lot about him as well. But congrats to the West Indies, and we look forward to the weekend.
Really?
Then there much to say after Clinton Nero there, but kudos to the guys. I'm very, very, very pleased and impressed. Pleased that he got a chance to play and impressed with what he did. That's what we're speaking about. As Nero said, Brandon King, when Brandon King, he can come and do whatever he gotta do, but then he straight rated just over 100. So for me, he got too much dot balls. Whenever Brandon King is dismissed, he ain't got 25 off of 23 balls, 36 off of 32 balls. He still got too much dot balls in me. But thankfully, Carl was going at the other end, so at the end of the power play and stuff, he still had in both games, he still had decent scores at the end of the power play. But when Carl got dismissed Sunday, and I looked to my left to see who was coming, and I saw, I really wasn't studying who number 16 was, but I see number 16 get up. I told myself, who's this here? I was at a loss. But then when they realized it was Shepard, I told myself, yeah, he's mad, sir. You know, smoke crystal meth up Shepard. That you, as you guys say, that you couldn't say last night, but no saying that tree.
Yeah.
That was, again, a little bit of fly on the wall in the dressing room sometimes to hear the logic behind the decision making, but that didn't come off. Pooran, I think Pooran is too talented to be producing what he does. That 70-something that he gave in the game of almost 100, that really moved me because it should be happening on a more consistent basis. That's truth. I just get cruel, I just get hot-headed, I just blame you, I just start all sorts of ignorance, and just say, I just even post like the first 4 letters in my last name, just sum me up. But in all seriousness, you got to be doing it on a more consistent level. On a more consistent basis, for a man with the talent. Yeah, I remember watching Pooran. I can't remember what year it was, but it was years ago when he scored 100 on the 19 tournament. I tell myself, this is one of the future. Then he had the unfortunate incident. He was out for a while. He worked his way back in. Richard was very, very, very impressed and proud of. He get into the senior side. He started doing good things. But again, I just think these men have become millionaires for the IPL, and they're just, all right, if we score runs, score runs. I had the idea. I know I got 6 figures and went by his account. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's just how you see it. In the middle overs, I was a bit, what's the word looking for here? Disappointed, for lack of a better word, because the scoring rate dropped. I told myself, we're in trouble. But then Pollard fluke in the couple that he sent out to the ground, and Wolfman doing his stuff called that shot that Nero talking about for me was the shot of the series. So we got a respectable total. My fear was Roy. If I tell Roy very early, I tell myself, well, I got a backpedal here 3-2 the West Indies. I knew. I bet an Englishman. Because he told James Vince. And James Vince scored 15 out, brother. He don't carry on. That's exactly what I tell you. He does not. And the 15 is a real good one, huh?
Roy was underwhelming in this series, boy.
He was. Roy was underwhelming, but I was afraid. I was
he was the only man I'd say, yeah, boy, go, yeah, he liked it, yeah.
Thing like that, he said there was something. He
was.
I mean, you only played 3 games, so.
Well, then and he was ill, so.
I never dropped back the pound, boy. I would have loved to see Josh over here.
But all in all, I was impressed with both spinners. Smith wasn't too bad.
Yes.
His last over, he was some sticky last over, but still, I just wanted at least 22 to be fair. And I told myself we got it by. I was a bit nervous too when he overstepped the first ball, but after the second one that they didn't get, that was a dot ball.
I thought first ball went for 6. I said, God, the man for 6, boy. It's a Jordan got the ball. Then I see 7. I said, cool.
Jordan, for me personally, I think Jordan walking a tightrope. Yeah, he ain't doing that really for England at the back as the quote unquote death bowler. He missed his lengths a lot.
How dare you?
I just being real. Look at
Jordan got a funny role. Jordan is ball from every end. Jordan now is a go-to fielder too. And Jordan good. Jordan with most wickets for them in T20 history. Or whatever the case is.
You're
fast. Okay, well they're gonna be going back and forth, whatever.
Economy rate wise though, I thought that Jordan, this is probably one of Jordan batting series. Jordan usually score at a 10 or over and
Regular.
stuff like that. So, but this
he was decent. He was decent too.
Yeah,
he was
born
decent.
decent, yeah, because he fell off a lot with the bat. Jordan was all
solid in the field as usual.
Yeah, but this series he has some good luck. The games that they won.
First 2 games.
I think he contributed fairly well with the bat. So he be good, man. He be good.
Hopefully, because I like him, but I mean, he last couple series, he was a licks like back end. But then, my guy doing, or my horse, as I call it, you're in the SHS, doing what he did here to bring home again. I'm just hoping that my neighbor here, my ex-Cliffield here that is now in the Ministry of Sport could put a string and get the over renamed to the JS. So hold up cricket ground. Over to you, Mr. Eagley. Over to you, sir.
Just calling us. Huh? You can't keep a good man down.
Let me I can find something else. If you can start on that note. I don't know if you know how we began.
It was a glorious series, fellas. Glorious. But do I have anything to add? Not really. It was just I needed that after coming off the elections, the hype, and to just go to the Oval and just relax and soak in the atmosphere, like all those. I didn't mind if it 4-0 to England, just the fact that I was just in the stands at Kensington Oval for the first time since 2018. I just enjoy every minute of it. If lining up in the line, you know, sanitize to get my temperature check.
You just soaking it in, dog.
Just soaking it in. I felt alive again, Clint. I don't understand. Just starting to go to be there. So, your vaccination certificate, sir. Are your ID number? Sure. The food. I think the food standards have improved just them time, boy. I got some proper food on the Oval. These games.
What's our food you have about there?
No, I just you support the vendors. It has some burgers and chips. You know, it also support keep the economy churning. So like my only problem though, on a real though, I officially Pollard's make me puke for you though. That's it now officially, boy.
It was cringy to be honest.
I can't stand Pollard, man. Though I officially,
boy.
It took you a lot to get there, boy.
Enough, Nero.
Why, Mr. Hassani? Why?
Just the felt disrespect
for so many years.
I can't ignore blatant. I use the situation that we probably can get to, and then Pollard nonchalant attitude. Yeah, we won that series in spite of Pollard. If you being real, we won in spite of Pollard. Pollard was just a passenger.
Pollard just used the ball. We're going to get that.
Yeah, exactly.
I do not rate Pollard, but he get that.
That he do what really?
He had a decent season.
He get some licks. He get some licks too.
He last game he ball too. Yeah, he last game.
We tried too. So he had a good series, and all of a sudden he won 2 overs in the crunch game. What's been going on?
Thank you, Nero.
What's been going on?
Oh, as I was made to understand, right? Pollard got his own. Pollard just do what he feel like. Sometimes it's care off. Sometimes it don't care off.
I see back party long.
I see that girl. That happened, boy.
To me,
I'll talk. Or your own talk. Yeah.
No.
Where you got a hat trick?
Yeah, maybe not her tree. I just throw caution to win. Is it in football quality? You don't want love, and in maybe
Oh,
people
shit.
going up for this. So like,
But
he would never see Paula about part of season met her at 18 or never ever. It
It's
be that
true.
we met her at 10 or some foolishness or the one day game we only met 170. Yeah, caution to win.
He's a good cat.
Fellas,
He's short.
just the only boy I thought of that would have really enjoyed out there was you, bruv. Felt for you, bro. I enjoy myself for me. And you.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, man, my book a ticket go if I
Now we can do what you play.
What did we
Yeah,
tell
that
you?
man can
Ready
hear
to
Mark,
tell us up. What I would have loved to be.
You know Joe Fan, Joe Fan playing it over though, and Mark, one of
Oh
them
my
boys.
goodness, yo, hello, jeez,
Woo!
Yeah.
I ain't enough Mark William make tour about. Okay.
Yeah.
England got you a little turmoil, no. England about to get
Ashley
shit.
Jones gone.
Not
Yeah.
only Ashley Jones, some balls. I got a little. Some balls.
Joe,
Supposed to
let's-
be going to
Joe,
Oh boy,
let's
you
get
late,
this.
you late stink, boy.
Boris message you. Boris message.
Boris
Jesus.
Boris got
Yeah.
down this street to deal with, man. He ain't got time. He ain't got time. But yes, it was just besides that, the bowling, feeling, the batting, it was good to see Rodman. And I got time for Brand. I got Brandon King. Brandon King should have been in us. Should have been one. I could work with Brandon. His technique wise, and I think the Philo mentioned this on Mason, I guess, the other night that, and Desmond here said that the new chief selector said it too, that we gotta start labeling these men and make these men available for all formats. To me, Brandon King technique, I would. Yeah, I mean, we got men to open the test cricket that better can be done. According to Ray, like what it's gonna do, like. Or to me, Brandon King technique is still good. To me, I think why not make it available for tests? Find out if he could be available for tests.
Yeah.
But Calmer's like top of I don't know, fellas. I ain't no winner, right? But if it's one position that I for sure on our plane ticket to Australia, Clink,
Agreed.
Cub got to be my opening batsman in Australia.
For me, Evan, I just not me just jumping on this here, no, I just say, but if Evan Lewis
Go check
continues to be
To make a more creative
unavailable and
cricket.
all that new selectors in tone, I just think
Not only that, Clink, not
Agreed.
only that, you see what's
Just
snappy
saying.
cricket? You see the hook. The
yeah,
hook, man.
I left
That'll
out
rough.
Gordon
That'll
Greenwich.
rough.
That's not going to grave, boy.
I just-
That was fun.
Listen,
Nah,
That
just
was
let me
rough.
tell
That
you,
was
I
something.
can only imagine how they overbehave, man.
What? Jeez, boy,
That was
listen, for a time, boy, listen, people get
That was
slow
savage,
voice.
bro. That was
People
was
get
savage.
so the man plays some shots and
Can't
Cub
pass
just
a
got like
shot,
this.
sir.
Cub got this confidence and swag
like this,
that he got.
like this
yeah.
arrogance, like this
Yeah,
arrogance,
yeah.
like,
Like a
like-
gift.
The
Like
man-
Chris
I watched
Gill.
the man walk, I
Chris
watched the
Gill,
man walk,
Gill.
you know, and this imposing figure. He ain't as tall as Gill, I think, but it's
Yeah.
like the man like a gladiator. It's like
Yeah,
this
I
is
know,
my
but they
arena
hated
here,
it.
so
Yeah,
it over belong
yeah.
to me.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
my show here, buddy. So you just watching the man, and it
Yeah.
just like, yo, this man
Yeah.
moving, different.
you know, right, Clint? It felt like the man
shots.
in that short time frame, the man catch a fatty innings. I feel the man scoring 100.
Yeah, no,
When he
that had a real shot.
This when he got out, I felt like he got my money's worth. So
Yeah.
I was alright with that.
Yeah,
I was alright with
Can't
that.
play some shots. Can't play some
Yeah.
shots. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
just some shots is two cover drive. Yeah, I'm walking out on bricks.
and like the song
Come on,
of the
come
bat and thing too, right?
Correct.
Like, the man bats they just pinging differently, or saying it was like.
It was
See, there's,
savage. It was
like, I
savage.
see some balls get hit, right? I see some. There's no joke. I see some balls get hit. The fielder here, and some balls get hit. Like literally about a couple meters to man left and right. And man had a shot. The man said the ball like thunder. That ain't talking about no bit.
Yeah.
Yo, my roster, you know.
Yeah, cut was hitting that bar with you, but he left.
So you see now, Clint, when you talk about horses for courses, we gonna know Australia. PS on bunny back. We don't want to fight a man in topic order. We want a man that can let borrow the gun.
Yep.
I say, look,
For
let
me
go.
personally, right? Me personally, I think that even if Evan Lewis comes back into the situation for
can't get
for the
COVID
World
or
Cup,
something again. Something is wrong with again, Clint.
for
Something
me,
is-
right? If Calmeres continues to be in good form, like I don't see an issue with coming back in at 4 or back. But
Nah,
that
go
position
open.
I
Go
prob-
open.
Go
Go
open.
open. That's it there. That's it.
Well,
Clint,
but he
Clint,
won't play for me.
I already make a call.
Go
He got to
open,
open
go
the batting.
But that means
That's-
Brandon King will go then.
You saw him
Huh?
in the local T20 when he opened.
Huh?
That's his position.
That
That's for he.
means Brandon King will go then.
Nah, to be truthful, right? If ever no put himself together, I going down in Australia, Brandon King and Calmeres.
To be honest, I agree too. If he don't put himself together,
I got-
if he come back and he steady playing cricket between now and then, cool.
I can't bring no horses in Australia. I going down.
But
They
don't
going
give
no
me an
gunners,
excuse.
Jace.
Don't give me an excuse not to pick you. Other men performing in the Euro because ain't Evan Lewis is Chris Gill or AB the
No,
very good player.
I've seen
I don't believe I can
Evan
say
Lewis
this,
back, right?
But
Right, Nero. Oh,
Evan Lewis, I ain't heard him to say this. But you know, say Alien, he's Chris Gill. But Evan Lewis rough, yeah.
He rough.
Evan
He
Lewis
is
rough.
rough.
Evan Lewis rough.
Don't do that.
Evan Lewis rough, brothers. Anna Evan Lewis, man.
is- I say he's a good player. Very good player. Very
We don't
good
know how
player in
people
T20.
Clint,
Very
rough.
good player in
but
T20, but he's not
Nero,
Chris
to me,
Gill.
right? To me, Evan Lewis don't got that. Like, I guess yes, Evan Lewis rough. But to me,
different here.
You seeing you walk, you was like
Right.
over yourself. You see how
He can't walk
Calmeres
in
walk.
Chris
You see how
Gill's
Cal walk to the wicket. Just how my walk to the wicket. You know, Sam was coming. Whatever loss, I try. I don't know. I need to know.
I've been going
No, No,
Huh?
Evan is a very good player. Like no two ways.
And I'm
about
not
it.
the Evan,
so,
man.
so I don't want
No,
this
he's a
to
good
not
player, yeah.
discredit him. But if you talk, Evan and
You're
Chris
right, you're
Gill,
talking
Evan
about
in the
Chris
same.
Gill,
They're
you're
not even in the
Chris gets the
same library.
T20 goal.
They're not even in the same library. Furthermore, same book,
But
same
other-
pace, same chapter,
But
nothing. Same
here we
sentence,
tell you.
nothing.
Other than Chris Gill, for our T20 players, who else?
Yes.
Other than
Yes.
Amara Sama, you go and mention Evan. Just
All right,
saying.
fellas.
Yeah. Thanks, Jess. Getting a little off
You
track
just
there.
say.
yeah, we get a little distracted. It don't matter.
Yeah.
But I heard Jason Holder. I heard he was saying in one of the interviews one of the speeches that he was given after the series. He said that it was a team effort. Yes, the West Indies won, but he said that in each there were situations where there were different players that really stepped up, and he was very proud of that. And we West Indies have been, we West Indies cricket, the brand of West Indies cricket that's played, we are very inconsistent. We haven't been performing good over the we haven't been performing good on a consistent basis. So when they do, put down, the good performances, you really have to highlight it. And that when Jason said that, it was just like, that is really good to see, Cull only coming in, as you guys said, for the last 2 matches and really, really showing his dominance and showing that he definitely belongs there. And we had the Brandon King, who definitely, you have to give him definitely a passing grade for his performance in the series. You had Hussein, you had Jason, who definitely has some sparks there. He started off good. Obviously, we all know how he finished. But you know what? It was bright sparks. Rovman Powell obviously was. I mean, we definitely can't even fight the worst for his performance.
But just
go ahead, Hassani.
not the coach good. Honestly, if Rovman continues in this vein with the batting and thing, and if you want Andre Russell doing
That
Agree.
I got a question for one of those.
I agree. Even
I
if
do not want
even
him
if Rovman lost,
at all.
farm.
I want
Even
him.
if
I
Rovman
don't
don't
want
farm,
him.
I want to know how the thing go.
I know I take over for me. I don't want the wrong. I
You
don't
know
want
how
the
the
right
thing.
cricket.
You know the thing goes. New selectors in town. We ain't got let's start to play Mickey Mouse cricket.
What position?
That
What
nigga be
position you thought
available.
Rothman was supposed to bat at originally though?
I am
In the
man.
first game?
Nero,
No, I
ain't got
asking.
no
I
position he's
curious.
supposed to back up.
Because I don't think he was supposed to bat at 4. But I know. I mean, what position?
I would say
Rothman
5,
supposed to bat at?
probably 5.
5. Bravo 4, 5.
Yeah.
Oh, bravo,
But-
then
but-
Australian
but what
neither.
happened- No, but
No,
what
I
happened
talking
is-
about Australia. I'm talking about
What-
initially.
when he
Yeah,
batted
when he
at,
came into the
when
series.
he batted at 4, the reason that was given for him batting at 4 was to, once again the break out the right hand, left hand thing. So Puran was at 3, he would have come 4, so he was supposed to split Bravo and
Bravo.
Puran essentially. But Bravo at 5 is pretty much realistic. I thought they probably would have gone Bravo 3. You then
Puran.
go
Puran
the boy
5.
4, Bravo
And
4,
Puran
right,
5, Puran
and
5.
Puran 5. But there's obviously something with our that's because Hatmar was batting at 3 a lot of the time.
It's Fat Man,
And then
Fat Man, not Hat Man, it's Fat Man, Fat Man.
I know Puran. So I guess we probably looking for that left hand, that aggressive left hander to continue
But
batting.
the way
at 3
shaping
kind
up,
of
we
play.
got about 6 left-handers here.
Yeah.
Evan Lewis, Puran, Hetty. We got some. We got
You
talent
hold,
about that.
you hold on, Nero.
Hatmar
Let me put a
coming
question
back.
mark next to Hat
Hatman will
Man
be
and
back.
Evan Lewis.
Yeah, Hatmar
Sorry,
gonna
was a
get fit in
selector,
temporary
boss.
World Cup.
That man see they work out in about 7, 8 months.
How?
Whoever saw
Well,
one
I don't
Nero,
get
Nero,
Nero. Oh, you said
Pregnancy
star
rate-
1. Oh,
Pregnancy
okay.
rate is that so long to drop off, buddy. Son, you know.
But
pregnancy-
so I
You're
can't
a
say
savage,
if you don't pass the test, all Hatmar got is pass the test regardless of who the selectors are.
and he
And
can't
they may
pass
play
it.
for Ghana too. So you know
He
they make
can't
all
pass
the person. They made that guy me, hey, yeah, baby, man. Doing the do this thing for Ghana and we going for it. You know how go Ghana can be both. Oh, they may play for
Clint,
Ghana.
the man
and
score,
actually
the
Jaguars.
man
He
score
got
some
pass-
runs in
he got
warm-up
pass the-
game.
He got pass the fitness test.
And about
regardless of
there,
who the selector.
puffing like a radiator. Not want a little water here.
When the IPL fitness test though, IPL standard gonna be lower, boy.
IPL got fitness test.
What happened? I know.
I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked. A
But
lot of them
just
franchise tournaments.
it's
That's the
amazing
problem.
how
No,
we
a
could
lot
talk
of
about
franchise
Matt.
tournaments because Rutherford, them men they play very franchise cricket and then no
Might be
pass.
different standards though. There might be different
Well,
standards.
yeah, I highly doubt that God. But sorry, I don't want to say highly doubt. I would
Man,
not
they're
be
professional
surprised if they
setups, though?
didn't have. Still,
But fellas,
IPL is the Canadian.
if
if you are Chris Gill, use the game IPL running boat. Chris Gill running boat.
You can't put Chris Gill on a normal man. Put
But that's very true.
Sir, the Thursday go.
Yeah.
Yes,
Come on.
like if you are before IPL, Rohit Sharma got do fitness test. Rohit Sharma doing a fitness test for IPL, brother.
They may come. They accent, bro.
Okay, trying to tell you.
Quickly,
But-
guys, before we go, I wanna touch on the rumors that were circulating last week pertaining to the Kyron Pollard, Odin Smith, and the players not gelling, and you know, y'all guys know the news. Y'all into cricket, but then after same Jason Holder after the match, I heard Jason said it again. He said that this is the closest that he has felt apart in the West Indies setup in a long time. And to be honest, looking from the outside, it genuinely looks like the guys get along, and it looks like a cohesive group. And even Clint said earlier, Hayden Walsh, I think it was Clint on the road. When Hayden Walsh came on to as a substitute fielder, he still looked like he was part of the game, wasn't a sulking. He looked like he wanted to be there.
On a note here, the watch. I was actually at all the games pretty early, so I saw all the warm ups from the get go. He had a watch, stayed behind every single warm up to do extra catching. He was there with the batting. The last image I have of him was with the batting coach. Batting coach hitting balls, saying, man, he trying to take spectacular catches and stuff like that. So he was staying ready because I guess he always knew he wasn't 18, but it's like, all right, I can be called upon at any point to come onto the field, and I gotta make sure that I am in the right frame of mind and the right space to do my best with team. So yeah, kudos to him. Unsung, well, I don't want to say unsung hero. That may be a bit much, but you know, those are the things that the average person may not see. You're not gonna see them on television or anything like that. But yeah, kudos to him. Good attitude.
Yeah, and well, and that's not your first time. Obviously, I think there were talks before about Hayden. Definitely is someone who puts in that's one to work.
100%.
Works on his craft. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you play one match, you ball good. Then the next match, you I think you ball one over, then get draw. I mean, horses for courses, but you were doing pretty good on that course. So you play the same. It's basically the same thing you're playing against, even if I want to change there, I want to change there. It's the same setup. So I
You
want to go first? Come here.
I ain't go.
You go. All right,
I ain't go. All right, Clarkus. All right. First off, it's bare speculation.
Just rumors.
There's just rumors. We will never know. You know, we are not in the dressing room.
Yeah.
But let me just start by saying, for it to got to the stage that it was said to have gotten, where the meeting was actually called, the guy got some sort of basis for something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they got a basis for it to get to that level. I don't think if they ain't got nothing, it would have gotten so far. Secondly, there was 3 things to talk about.
Match day tickets, being not bowling. I said about agent. Yeah.
All right. The match day tickets. Well, let me skip. The not bowling. You can. I don't think you can make a case for that. A logical case, because like any day Pollard is the captain and he could say, well, he didn't feel that he was the man to go to at this particular time. So you don't really got no ground to stand on if you argue that. You need tickets. Unless you got a recording or something. That the men are texting or whatever. If I could see it happening. I could see it probably Odie might not got a strong Barbadian link. And the rest of the men might got enough people and the men might ask for tickets or whatever. And the man might say that, ja. And you know what thing, you know? So, you can see those things happening. And for the agent, I ain't heard nothing about that. I ain't got too much intel on that. But all I can say is for it to get to the level that it was, it got some merit.
No, for me, right? For me, from the time I saw that, it sounded foolish to me. That's the honest to God truth. I may be naive, but it just sounded foolish to me. And like I all of a sudden, because Odin Smith was playing before, all of a sudden now Odin Smith's agent now it could because he's not in the same agency as Pollard, like. That don't sound like something that really makes sense. That a man can say, oh, players has got all kind of different agents. I saw Shea's agent may not be accused the same agent, accused the same agent. But, like, man's got enough different agents, so it's not like so that part didn't make sense. The match day tickets, a man may get better to you if you decide that you want on 2 tickets and you ain't want to get one and you ain't doing that with yours or whatever. But to the point where he said, but you can play, but you ain't bowling, and then I can drop you. I can drop you to like. Pollard maybe a lot of things, but I'm struggling to believe. I'm struggling to believe that a big man would do that. So like, that was something, but that was just not coming together. Like Nero said, there's probably something in it. Maybe Odin might have felt that he kind of, can get more bowling. Bowlers just always feel that they could bowl more. A bowler will always feel that he should bowl more or he should bowl in certain situations or whatever. So maybe there's a little bit of sign in that. And then whoever, when a story get passed from one person, I sure we play passing message already at some point. I guess like I also heard the story and again this story. So I suspect that I maybe some of that, but to me it just sounded. It sounded foolish to me, man. Especially the Regents game. I like Nero said, Pollard is within his rights in a team that has 7 bowlers. Because I, for one, thought that Odin Smith probably should have been left out after the first game, and they said that on the show, and not because his performance was poor or anything, but the balance of the team, I don't think was right. I don't think we needed 7 bowlers. I thought that an extra batter should have come in for him. So and then he came back in, and rightfully so, in the last game. So like once again, horses for courses or whatever the case may be, but you can't, because a man in play. A man bowled one over in a game that we dominated. Don't forget, we bowled out England pretty cheaply in that first game, you know. So yeah, he bowled one over in that. So and then they bowled in the second one, and then obviously got a drop. So it's not like, I don't know, this is an ongoing thing. No, there's 2-3 series now that this man getting unfair, or this guy McGrath getting unfair, or Sean Pollock getting unfair. Like, no disrespect to Wadeen, but I just thought that was a whole lot of nonsense. And the Jason coming out saying that as well.
Yeah.
On top of that, once again, just in closing, once again, I was at the games early. And even before this whole thing came up, I watching the players and the body language, and playing football and doing this and that. And Odin Smith seems to be a pretty jovial guy. Man laughing the whole training, the whole warm-up session. Not skylarking laughing, but you could tell he to me, he looked. And this is, like I said, this before the whole thing came up with Pollard. Then on top of that, on Sunday, they were playing football. They were on different teams. He and Pollard were on 2 separate teams. And they were literally, you know, in primary school, you hit one another and be running, or you're tussling with one another, and you're skylarking, like, how boys was just be scared. That's what Tony was doing. It was like these men could not have had this big thing, and then all of a sudden, them pulling at one another and laughing and skylark and all that. So like, it just didn't really, I don't know, I just feel it's a whole lot of nothing.
I think you guys study this thing too hard. Because who brought the story? He just like a big man of controversy. Full stop there. He just loves, after somebody that was in this thing for so long, I think big man down with that though. Down with that. You are I rate you as one of the best in the Caribbean. But even listening to his show, he just asks some questions that is just to create some sort of controversy.
You want a story.
Well, I'm watching these men as Clint said, warm up. Watching, I don't know if you guys saw the couple interviews not interview, team talks in the dressing room after the game Sunday night.
Of course.
It's hard to believe. I just think the man just said, as he's called, primetime news. He just want primetime news. Something to create some sort of activity.
I do believe the team is closer, because if you look at the makeup of the dressing room now,
Yeah.
Pollard more on the outside now.
Yeah.
He like, man, it's only probably Bravo and the Hussein. You know what I'm saying? And Evan and Lendl and Bravo and this body and that body. He Pollard more on the outskirts now with the team. If you
He
really
closer to the door, Nero, and that's by Australia. That's what he can be. Shoot the door.
It's about coming to science for a corner left.
And if you know, I find Jason was never someone that would hide from the truth or hide his mouth. Definitely not. But I find like even in more recent times, I find he was definitely more. He would definitely share more of what he definitely share his feelings more, for sure.
Man, you can't even do that sometimes, Jess. That's something. When you can't even have freedom. No, when you work, Captain, and then you're not.
But that's true. Anymore,
that's true. You already have the respect for the man, but you don't know a level of freedom to express yourself.
When you go to Beijing's house, you could try a few things. And then Auntie Mia got a back for you as the number one all-rounder, and then you come home and prove it. You got a certain level of clout. Really, right? Honestly, that team to me.
And Pollard real funny.
Pollard trying then downwards.
Pollard.
character.
That can be dead, boy.
Man said, media love you, Odin Bai.
Yeah.
Media love you.
Yeah.
Media love you. Media
Yeah,
love
I think Pollard training downwards. Pollard
Hey, no,
Pollard is
son.
training downwards.
Hey. You need to go.
I
to
would
work.
I would not be surprised if he's not the captain for and down under. I would not be
What?
surprised.
Nah,
I would
he will
be very
be.
surprised.
He will
I would
he
be
will
very
Blake.
surprised.
Then 2 years
He
ago,
will
now.
He
Then
will
2 years ago.
I tell him tonight on the 2nd of
He got
February.
qualified first, yeah. But yeah, he will be though. He will be.
Once Weston is there, I'm sure he will.
It
It would be very irresponsible.
He will be
It would
injured.
be
He
very
will be injured.
irresponsible of West Indies to change the captain
At this point.
No.
at this moment. For me, if you're gonna do that, just do it after the World Cup.
Correct.
Right now, this year is about leading it. These next couple of months, sorry, is about getting your combinations right, getting men settled in particular roles and that kind of thing, and changing leader right now. I don't know that as the best thing. I've seen teams do things like that before, and it hardly ever goes well. So,
Can you feel Pollard could galvanize the troops?
I don't know.
All right. For example, if everybody performing inside at set heat, eventually, as it started, pressure will start to mount on him. All that, and I can tell him saying, see, what I want to observe Mumbai Indians in the IPL this year. And if I'm gonna see it change from there,
Observe that over there. Well, Pollard is
in
scoring
terms of the aura, that layer of cloak Pollard had, like this above everybody else. To me, he ain't performing. So people getting tired. People tired.
Yeah, he definitely does not carry. I don't think he carries the same sort of reputation that
No, he
I
doesn't.
carry 5-6 years ago for sure.
No, definitely not.
So-
But at this point, I still believe that he would be the person to lead the West Indies.
He will be.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, as Chris said to me, at this point, it would be silly at this point, in my opinion, too.
This
Like,
West
the
Indies
fellas-
cricket era. That's
the
no-
fellas, obviously. I mean,
They change the coach before you World Cup.
we still.
I don't know how that work out.
So let me go to learn on that for you.
We got a couple months before the World Cup, and the rest of them got qualified first. But I mean, as the guys said earlier, the guys love the West Indies team now. This particular crop. I mean, yes, some additions might come in. Obviously, some would have to go if that does happen. But I think generally let's look a group that is comfortable with each other now, and I don't feel it would be sensible to change the skipper at this point in time. Like true. So I feel Pollard would be the person
I
to
noticed
to-
Desmond. Desmond's very high on accountability. He's a man loyal to the highest of standard, and if you're not to that highest of standard,
Well,
the new
see.
selectors here.
Tell.
Yeah,
New
we'll see
selectors
how that
got
goes.
vision.
Just 2 quick things just before we go.
Yeah.
You see how winning this change everything and change the whole narrative. It reminds me of lost that game. The same, even what we just talked about, the same rumors and thing. Even the lost that series, the narrative, it might not be rumors. You understand? So it may know and everything under the rug. India.
Yeah.
And then
I
secondly,
think that's how you
y'all
make
guys
it
weren't
work.
surprised that Boston didn't get a game after the impact he had going into the World Cup, squeezing the way into that team, and then he didn't get a game, especially for Bravo.
For Bravo, for sure.
Bravo got to go for
Bravo,
Rome
sure.
cricket too.
Just found that a bit
For
strange.
Bravo, for sure.
It's found a bit strange. Because he was decent in Pakistan, so it was a bit strange he didn't get a game as well.
Yeah, for Bravo, for sure.
Probably him that was victimized.
Well, guys, like I said, it was excellent. It was, I mean, just watching that cricket, I haven't felt that excitement towards cricket in a very, very, very long time. That is just, that brought back some feelings that I haven't felt in a very long time.
No,
Like,
one of
like,
them, boy.
The test series just kind of it might be it's sold out, but our good friend Stephen Leslie, I'm sure he could accommodate you in his
You say
his
what?
box. Huh?
You
It's
said
sold
that
out.
series what?
Sold out at the Oval,
They
but
get
Mr.
started to sell?
Answer- Huh?
They get the start to sell.
Yes, sir. And sold out. But Mr. Leslie could accommodate you in his box as I happen to
Whoa.
but just passing by and see him on my way to Greenwich and he's not his. So he could I'm sure he will accommodate you in the box just for the tax marks if the ground is so low.
Y'all accommodate me on a flip.
Whoa,
bro.
All that split.
Yeah, so like I said, we just want to congratulate the West Indies. You know, sorry, Nero, go ahead.
Large off the West Indies women. DeAndre Dawson in the game.
Yes.
180. Oh yeah. Boy, I forgot.
Yes. Anything else? Nero? Anything else from the guys? Any closing remarks?
I remember that. Sorry.
Any closing remarks from the guys? Mr. Evelyn, any closing remarks from you? Nothing.
I don't know how you on a good.
Keep the economy churning.
When the Indian series starting this weekend? Is
Sunday.
Six. She said this is a mental positive
Six
for
is Sunday.
Indians. Plus, see.
somebody can say
Nero?
no, we play the India B
Some
side.
Indians test positive, so you're gonna see how they
But-
go about that.
Oh yeah, and
That's
see,
right.
this is, you know,
Regional cricket starting about with you, boy.
I over
99.
for right now. So that's another electric atmosphere at the
Some ins and
Oval.
out in our squad, but we'll
Yeah.
discuss that next week.
You know, it's a claim.
Hmm.
Another
Intrigue.
electric atmosphere at the Oval to come now.
Hopefully, man.
Oh, he has to know to say I can't get in there, no.
That would be nonsense. About that, you see,
I can see that.
But Nero, there's a friend of ours that I had a conversation.
Oh yeah, have a
as
go.
relates to that. So hopefully we allow,
Mr.
common
Leslie,
sense to
if
prevail.
you get over, Mr. Leslie's right there, man. Don't
But-
fuck with it, though.
But
If you get
don't
over
stop-
next week.
not on
First
Mr.
half,
Leslie. Not on Mr. Leslie.
And Mr. Hassani?
Right. The personal
I
assistant
want
for
no,
business
man.
and sport. Talk that
I
to
don't
Mr.
say you
Evelyn,
next.
sir.
I don't say on that 10,000. They want another guy sit on that stuff. 50 people next week. Now we want
10,000 mass less. 10,000
Yeah.
mass less.
answer me, man.
Yeah, cause you know.
Mr. Leslie, I think you guys have a question for you. You guys would like
It's
to
only
know?
50 of me next week.
F fans will be low at the
Oh,
Oval.
Lord, no. LOL. It's only 50 of me next week. I want
A
Barbados.
confirmation.
I want Barbados next week, man. There's only 50 of us.
I'm putting Mr. Leslie on this pressure here, man. The place to Leslie under some pressure. Guys, Clint, before we go once again, we just have to thank you for fitting in. It has been probably like a month now. So,
Outstanding bill.
we just want to thank you, buddy. We definitely appreciate your time.
Pleasure
Your
as
presence with
always.
us, man. Yeah,
Pleasure as
definitely.
always.
Viewers, once again, we just want to continue to thank you for tuning in each and every week. We really appreciate the time that you take to spend with us, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe when you do watch this video. Thank you, and have a good night.